Hello everyone, welcome back to Master Li Jing's Tai Chi Kung Fu channel. Today we're doing cutting, and cutting is flat forward. We did some sort of introduction for cutting last time. It's really from how to use your wrist and cutting the one point from the other side to the ending point. If you come from straight side, watch my elbow. This part is the most important because this is direction, ending direction you're going to aim to, and then rest of just the sword play. You do not use the whole arms for that because that will be a slide. It's not cutting. We're going to point slice, okay? Ready? Elbow straight. Set up your arm leveled and put your sword slowly. And the last second, using the force, cutting, and cutting to the ending. From the straightforward point, you can see my arm is super tight on my wrist. And this is my final destination. And make sure the sword and the elbow and the eye, everything going straight to the final point. Come back, elbow straight forward, cutting. Come back, cutting. From the profile, watch me, elbow pointing forward, flat, straight, to the last second use of force. It's really the last 45 or 90 degree, using the force, boom, using the wrist to finish, to control. The hard part for the cutting is really to set up the cutting, sliding, cutting range. Because most of the time, if you're losing that little part of range, your movement look like this, no direction, no direction. If you do have aim for the last one using the elbow to control the body, everything looks more clean. Okay, when you do a Tai Chi, same thing. You go, going, especially when you go slow motion, you can easily to see the direction super nice and clean, boom. It's not just a dancing, moving the sword around. Now I want to give you a subject and you can feel it when you're cutting, how that feels like. You see, I have a boxing target set up right here. It can be any other subject, soft serve. Otherwise, you might have to damage your straight sword or damage the wall or something hard. You do not want to damage. And this one, I will go light. And I also do not want to slide this beautiful yellow heavy baby. And watch me. Earlier, I talked to you how to aim, cutting, aim, cutting. Watch. From the 45 degree, this is the subject, ending cutting point. I'm using my elbow towards to the ending and using my sword. I'm not using the force. Till the last second, 90 degree, cutting. 90 degree, cutting. Once you're cutting, you're not going over. See, my sword at this point is a straight line. From profile, elbow, cutting, elbow, cutting, final, elbow, cutting. The point is to practice with something in front of you is training how well you can control your muscle. Kung Fu straight sword forms and movie fighting swords or Tai Chi is all about accuracy. If you just want to go wild, cutting, you don't really have to aim. I can just boom, boom, do it. But if you want to make clean and control is much harder than giving up and just do it. That's why when you do films and when you do forms, it's much more harder. It's really challenge yourself to learn how to control because you are play with the weapons. You want to show people and how well you can control. And at the same time, you can play with the sword with a purpose. The cutting final is really right here. You see? Right here. If you just do for free, you can just slide, right? You can cut. You don't have to care about how clean you are. But with the subject, with the form, you do want some sort of control. Otherwise, the form looks sloppy. And with this subject, you can always practice when to stop. Now go over. See my eyes looking at the target, very focused. You see my elbow going towards to the forward, and then stop, then stop. Yeah, practice over and over is accuracy practice. And you know every time when you want to finish, your muscle can stop right away. I think that'll be good for today's cutting skill. And I'll see you next class. Thank you so much for watching.